Okay, so this is the program that I have been working on for the past, I have no idea. So I will say 6 days or 7, yeah, 6 days, because it wasn't last week Monday. Last week Monday I was not doing any of this. Yes. So this is the program that I have been working on for the last 6 days. Not straight. More like every now and then, of course. Other stuff to do. Okay, so alright, so last time I recorded a video, I was having problems with the constructor for the public members of the class. However, today I did overcome that. And hence, as you can see, I did figure out what to do. So I did give some examples and stuff. Now, where I am now, I do not need a mutator. No, the next step for me is to work on storage or read. Alright. In order. Process. I have a few things left to do as well. I just realized that I did not have a recovery. I don't have a confirm password section. However, this is the quick rundown of the program. So we have a bunch of headers, a bunch of header files. We have the C type. We use these two to work on our age function. This function basically ensures that the user is indeed given an age. It does not have a limit. So that is a short-sightedness of this function or this program. You can just put in an age of like literally 9 million and it would still accept it as an age of 9 million, even though no one can live for 9 million years, as we know now. However, that is besides the point. The point is, I got the function to ignore symbols, decimal signs, basically anything that you can possibly think of while smashing your hand on the keyboard. So it just won't it won't validate you. It continue to give you the message error into a valid age until you enter a whole number, nothing but a whole number. It uses the Boolean system, which I must admit I know nothing about currently. Otherwise than that, it is ones and zeros or true and false. I know nothing really about it. To be honest, most, if not all, most of this code comes from me doing research or searching over the internet and copying code from GitHub, all of those places, and just compiling them. By the way, I'm not sure if I pronounced the website right. However, besides the point again. And I have two files for this. I have a header file for this, which gives credit. It's not in the header. I have a original file for it which gives credit to the creator, and I have the header file which could like just be incorporated in this. But the reason I didn't incorporate the header was because I didn't want the extra work of saying, oh, the result should be stored in this class by the name, in this string class by the name of age. And I at first I had an int, I had an integer, but to be honest, it would just be too hard to control an integer. Like an integer is so large. The way I learned how to control the errors for the int would be basically to convert from a string to an integer when you meet the criteria, which is what we did through all of these lines right here. Anyway, continue. We declared the password as a private class and gave access to the main. So friend the main. However, I am thinking about creating a mutator to control how we manipulate the password. So maybe that would be the play, or maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe it will, maybe not. We have a little fancy animation right here. We'll put hi, hello. This is a test. Welcome to the test program. Each time we clear the screen, pause the program for 2 seconds each time, and then we come to the main menu option. These are all functions right here that we can call in the main. I did not want to include them in the class, as originally this was a practice for me to this was a program for me to practice classes and variables outside of classes and working with both of them, which after doing so was not as hard as I thought. At first it was hard to understand what goes where, how would I link something, like say for example I wanted to call something from user info in the void, how would I link it? Now I learned that you could have just literally just call it and then like name it and then come down here and say just dot, that would not work, just dot, and then you would have it. But before I didn't know any of that, but now I know. Anyways, we continue. So we're going to the main function now. So we have the main, we have the name of our class, and then it's like we want to have the subdirectory name. So you have the main directory, basically this will be the main directory, and this will like basically be the subdirectory. Subdirectory come obviously under the main directory. However, we did delete, or we are not using, for the main, we are not using the default constructor. The default constructor would basically leave, I think for string, I don't remember, but I know for like string I think leave it blank. For integer it has a absolutely ridiculous number that it gives that member by default, so we did not want that. So went ahead and put in some stuff. We put in the name, as you can see, the username, email, the age, our recovery email. Basically we put in like examples so that every time someone comes and they create a new database, a new account, it gets saved in a different database. So in a sense it's like the same folder but with different files within the folder, or the same text file but different words. within the text file. So it won't be like user 1 name is Malik 3000, and then when someone comes and they say user 1, because it's the same file, the same name, it only requires you to use the same name, Malik 3000. No, we did that so that we could have like user 1 as the same file, but then in it we could have Malik 3000, Malik 6000, Malik 10,000, and so forth. We carry on into the while loop. Wait. Before, after I define the constructor, I then called on the welcome message, which is a function that I was saying did all this fancy stuff. Then from the welcome message, now we go straight into the main menu option message. Probably that is what I should have named it, but it really doesn't matter. The main menu that give us, it just basically output text. It just output options. And then we have the switch. Before we reach the switch, we make sure we set up our integers. Don't remember where I use this. I don't think this is necessary. Yes. I don't remember where I use it. I should stop doing that. Anyways, set up our, it will make sure we call for things that we're going to. Oh, yes. Man, I'm so dumb, man. So I did the number for the switch in order to say case 1, case 2. The letter to press Y for yes and for no. The reason why we did it like this, why we did the again as in Y, because we declared it as capital Y here, but we use this operator to make sure that Y also includes common Y, so the user can press either. It doesn't matter if the user is in caps lock or not, it will still accept the input as Y. However, there is another way that we could do it by using the toper. Don't know if that's how you say it, the toper function, which would basically convert, say for instance, a user common letter, it would convert the common to a capital or vice versa. Then we have the switch. This case 1 is basically, as it says here, the login function. I should login, the login option. Oh my god, this is a login option. And then case 2 is the create account option, right? And then we have the default, which if you press anything outside of 1 or 2, it will say error, incorrect input. And then after the incorrect input, we exit the switch and you are automatically brought to the outside of the loop function, which will then ask or output if you would like to go back to the main menu or if you would like to exit the program altogether. If you choose to exit the program altogether, you get this nice message here saying thank you for using test program. But if you press Y, then you put your input in, right? And it will also clear the screen as to give a better or a cleaner UI, a cleaner user interface, so it won't look like you're working like in no man's land. It won't look sloppy. You just get a clean window to work from. So now I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate the program as is with its flaws and all. So hello, we had the animation at first, so let's just, for fun, let's press 4. 4 is not an option there. Error, incorrect input. What? So we see right there that the while loop and the switch indeed works. Now let's log in. So say enter username, just gonna say anything, and then we're just gonna say password 1. They say welcome Malik. Hello Malik, welcome to your profile. Hello Malik, welcome to your profile. This comes from the welcome message. I have a welcome message in the class. Yes. So it just output, and whatever your username is, it will put it, and then it will say welcome to your profile. Alright, now this right here isn't supposed to, it should, by right, when the program is complete, I would not be able to log in like this just by coming here and just typing in my name and go biddy bop. I will not be able to come in. As how the program should be designed is that you will have to create an account, or you would already have to have info in the database for the program to access and check again. So you'd have to check if this username is there, if it exists, if it's spelled correctly, and it's also would have to do the same for your password, obviously. But as is now, we just have this to demonstrate that our base program does work. So let's exit. Is any other key, could be a number as well. Well, apparently it does not take numbers as an input. Let's check it again. It does not take numbers. So that is an error. That is a bug that I will need to address. However, if we did press another letter, we get a runtime error. Is that a runtime or a... Yes, that's a runtime. Yeah, we get a runtime error if we put a letter in the console for when it asks us for a number to do the input. So that is another error. So far we got 2 errors. We got this error where if we put a letter, we will get a runtime error. The program will just be stuck in an infinite loop. Oh, we'll have to check. I would have to figure out some way to solve that. However, let's go ahead and enter the create option, which will be option 2. So we create an account. It is a string function, therefore we can literally put anything. I should definitely limit it to only letters, as by right your actual name will only be letters. But as for now, let's do it the easy way. The age, this is the one that I took time to do. Alright, let's try letters. Error, enter valid age. Let's try decimals. Error, enter valid age. Let's try, so for example, I'm saying 20, but I want to say like 020. Error, insufficient. Let's try a number with a letter in it. Error, enter your age. So now we enter a digit. This is what I was talking about. It will take your age, despite how dumb it seems. It will just take only letters, only numbers. So I think I would have to create a range. Like for example, I could say I want my site to be only accessible to age group. The age is over 18. I could probably say realistically age 18 to, I don't know, 100. I don't know if any 102-year-olds using computers. Probably could stop at 70. Yeah. Get the point. And then it says enter an email address. I'm just gonna enter something with full stops and symbols to show that it works. And it says enter a username. I could say Cookie Monster. I cannot spell cookie. Yep, Cookie Monster.
Bruh.
I actually cannot spell cookie. Cookie Monster. And that is still wrong. I need help. Cookie Monster. I could say Cookie Monster 222 and it will still accept that, and it says enter a backup email. Just gonna throw something at it and it will say finish. It will finish, and then it would ask you to, if you want to go back to the main menu. Quick interjection, I forgot to explain that basically I will need to change everyone, if some if not all of these C in inputs to get line inputs, as I think I should actually make all of these functions as I did with the user, the age one. I think I should definitely make all of these functions so that I can control what happens, because looking at this now, I would not want the user to input a email with, I don't know, space. Like for example, user could as it is now, I think the user could input email with like this, or maybe it will cause an error. Not sure. See, it accepts the user inputting an email with a big space, which it makes no sense, right? So I definitely will have to figure a lot more out as to how to not accept space. Well, not really not accept spaces, but you know, probably a getLine function could do it. Yeah, definitely something involving a getLine function, although here I use the getLine function so that you can space your name. So that is something that I'll definitely have to look into as well. You could now go back and then when you log in, enter username Cookie Monster. I don't remember what my actual password was, it doesn't matter. pp22, and then you will say hello Cookie Monster, welcome to your profile. So basically this was a demonstration of the program on 21st of March 2022 at 6:23 p.m. The next step for me will be, I should handle these before I go into file stream. Should handle error inputs for one main menu option bracket input disable letter inputs, as well as two while loop disable access to, I should have said just a limit to letters only. Exact. So hence you should ignore it. I wonder if it works with symbols as well. I wish I could skip this, so I can disable it. If it works with symbols, 6. apparently it also accepts symbols as a prompt to retry the program. Wow. I'm not sure if it I'll have to look into that. But thank you for watching this, watching the progress. The next update, I'm not sure when I will come back to this. I'm not sure when. I'll definitely finish it, but I'm just not sure as to when. But the next update, I should be ticking this off, as well as saving and write, as well as reading and writing to text files. And after that, I would like to probably like encrypt the text files, so maybe go back and use the ASCII table, so that when you generate, you just see like a bunch of nonsense. But then there will be a language to translate the info in here, so that the program can actually read it. So probably that is the next step. Probably it definitely won't be it won't be insane security, but it will be somewhat, because obviously someone can just come and just sit down and just get some tools to just hash it. So yeah, besides the point. Okay, so that's it for me. Until next time.